Welcome to Library Salad. Today's episode, Pool Noodles for Everyone, is brought to you by the Monroeville Public Library. Hi, I'm Alice. And these days, a lot of people have been doing crafts with paint, painting their houses, a little bit of everything. And with the weather getting much nicer, we were actually seeing people going out with the pools, things like that. So we're going to take Library Salad, which is a theme, toss around some ideas and have some fun. First up, if you are doing crafts, then you know that you have brushes all over the place. And where do you put them down? You can simply make one of these by taking and cutting a pool noodle to size. The serrated knife is one of the best ways to cut this. And by taking that, we're going to first off cut it like that. So it's simply going to open up, go over, and then let's see, you just needed 2 or 3 of sections. If you have very thin ones, you can just go a simple one cut. For a larger one, if you just take it a little bit on an angle, give it a little bit of a wedge that comes out like that. So this way, you've got it, put it on like that. As you can see, you've just got this small ones that just fit in very nicely, and for the larger ones they can simply hold on like that. Now let's say you are going a little bit bigger on that, doing a whole room or maybe even just a door. Recently I did the front door. The thing with front doors is that usually when the sun gets on them they fade, and you have to actually paint them more than you think you would. So I had a small tray because the door had the small panels to it. This means I used a small roller. I had my small tray, but I also needed a brush for in between on the panels. So that was, where am I putting this? Same concept. You've got the pool noodle in half, down like that, and then this way, this just goes in the tray like that, and you've got this area to put your roller on. I am going to use that next time. I just found that out right after I had done the actual door. Speaking of doors, kitchens, etc., everybody has, some people call it a junk drawer, some people just put in assorted tools in there, but you usually have some sort of containers. And these containers may sit in randomly. When you open and close the drawer, what happens? They just go back and forth like this. This simply cut in half like this is very simply to put in the back of the drawer. You can even make it so if you have some bins that are shorter, cut there. You may need longer ones over there, but this way you customize it, and it just takes something that's a little bit annoying and just takes the problem out of that. Next up, people are getting out even more on the deck. Maybe they're just playing a game of cards or something like that. So you may not want to hold the cards all the time. Maybe a young child is learning how to play cards and maybe not easy for them to hold, or somebody may medically need them. So if this is just simply bringing it down there, holding it like that, you can take a regular knife to this. I have more of an X-Acto knife, and by cutting it across, you're going to see how these fit, because you can simply take your cards, press them down, bring more cards in, and you can just simply hold it up. That could work for Uno. I haven't tested it out on Uno, but something like that, fun. Speaking of fun, when you're outside and you're entertaining, you've got, people have their glasses, and if you have stemware, and you say, you forget, is that my drink? Is that not my drink? This is where the pool noodles once again come in. Simply cut a ring, cut through one side, goes right around the base. You can change it up if you've got different colors. This way you'll know whose is who. Let's say you're working with the same color. Just cut off some sides, and then this way, one's a circle, one's a square. Now, let's take this outside. And here we are at a local backyard pool, and on a day like this, it's really very, very hot. So if you're in your pool, let's say you brought a drink in with you, and you finish the drink, Are you getting out for another drink? You really don't want to. That's where the pool noodle comes in. By simply cutting it to size in a regular plastic bin and just simply threading any plastic piece through that, tying it around, it's going to make the bin a lot more stable. So all you have to do is add a little ice, add your drinks, and there you go. Also, we know that this party is definitely going on until the dark comes. So what we're going to do is, this is a way to light it up. I'm going to try 2 different sizes. Simply cut. One is about a little over an inch, the other closer to 3. I've inserted a little bit of plastic wrap before putting in the little tea light. Now, here we go. We're going to find out which is going to work better. You can make numerous ones, tie a zip tie around it, and there's a whole other display. Okay, but first we'll try this shorter one. Look how lovely! I know! Let's try the larger one. Any guesses? Here we go. I think that's holding it up. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad, but I do think that the smaller one is a lot more stable, and you could do them in different assorted colors, and that's a lot of fun.
And you have races too.
Well, you could do a race with that. See across the pool? Who wins? That's correct.
Everybody's a winner.
Everyone's a winner with a pool noodle. That's correct. All right. Now, if you go into a pool party, you may want to bring something, a little gift or something like that. And when you're carrying it in the car in your bag, you might be a little uncomfortable with the glass. What are you going to do? Take a pool noodle. Simply as you're cutting it around, don't go fully through, or you just have another one of those light holders. But once you've got it like this, we happen to have a bottle of wine right here. What are the chances of that? Okay? But all you're going to do, and if it breaks, oh well, you're going to take this, and then it just fits to the size of the bottle that you have, and this way you put it right in your bag, a little more peace of mind.
Does it float?
Try it.
All right, the crowd is saying, oh, Alice, go ahead, try it. Let's try it. Someone's had some wine already. Here we go. All right.
So temporary float we got.
It's a temporary float, but it will work a little better in your purse. All right, and now back home we go. And we're back. So whether you're doing crafts at home or even just having a party outside, I hope some of these pool noodle hacks are actually going to help you. Basically, I think we hit that out of the park.